Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza. Welcome to the Mentor Code Lab. Today we will talk about integers and especially the int type of data. Like the byte and short, it can be signed or unsigned. However, as we talked in the previous video, Python is the huge exception when it comes to integers. Again, if you don't know what is signed or unsigned or why Python is an exception, we talked about all of these in previous videos. You can go there and take a look. Now, the number of bits dedicated to integer normally is 32 bits. However, you will see in few seconds later that C++ behaves differently and assigns different number of bits to these integer types. Now let's take a look at that. Generally speaking, if we accept 32 bits as the number of bits dedicated to an integer, you are seeing the low and up band of the signed and unsigned type. Basically, it's -2 billion and here is 0 to 4 billion something. Okay, so that's the upper and lower band in the signed and unsigned. However, as I said, C++ behave a little bit differently. C++ have 5 different types. We have standard C++, LP32, ILP32 and 64, and LP64. Now in standard C++ and LP32, int is a 16-byte variable. Okay, so C++ takes it as a 16-bit. But wait a minute. When we say C++ thinks of int as 16 bits, here is a little bit difference between C++ and even C# or other languages out there. We are saying at least 16-bit. And this is important. Same goes for a short, not a byte, for a short. So in C++, the number of bits dedicated to an integer data type can increase. So it's not a hard-coded number of bits. However, in C#, we have a very dedicated number. We can't have, for example, 17 bits. But in C++, you can have 17 bits dedicated to an integer. So when we are saying that, hey, standard or LP32 takes 16 bits to define an integer, we mean at the very least, it will define an integer with using 16 bits. ILP32 and 64 will use at least 32 of bits to define an integer for C++. And LP64 again use at least 32 bits. So this is important if you want to work with C++, to keep in mind and remember. Again, in C++ we have signed and unsigned. In C# we have signed and unsigned. In Java you just have signed and you don't have unsigned integers normally. You can have them in another ways, but normally people use signed integers in Java, okay? And again, Python is the exception here, so we are not talking about Python at all. Now, as I said, you need to remember that in C# and Java, we dedicate 32 bits of memory to define an integer and it can't grow. That is C++ for you. Keep that in mind. In next video, we will come back and again talk about another integer type, and that is long, and again, C++ behaves differently compared to others. If you like these videos, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Turn on the bell so that you get informed every time I upload a video. Have fun everyone. Bye.